Welcome back to another coming soon episode. Are these episodes? Sure, why not? Let's call them episodes. What do you call it on the web? It's to me, episode is TV. But anyway, installment of coming soon, where basically I just got a bunch of discs in the mail to review, and it's like a little Christmas for me every time. So I figure why not share that and maybe give you a first look at some upcoming titles, because sometimes I get these well in advance. If you look in the notes under this video, I will put the release dates, the releasing companies, and Amazon links to all this stuff in case you want to just grab them before you hear my lofty words on what I thought about these things. So from IndiePix. IndiePix putting out a lot of foreign, semi-recent foreign titles. Two titles from IndiePix that are new to me. We have Jurgen Prochnow and Milena Priback in A Handful of Water. This is new to me, looks rather intelligent. A cantankerous old man and a resourceful young girl strike up an unlikely friendship after she breaks into his home to escape immigration police. We got a commentary by the director Jacob Zapf and the original trailer. This is from 2020, 94 minutes, German with English subtitles. So that looks like not a lot of laughs in that, but Prochnow is pretty dependable. Despite appearing in, what was that video game movie? That really terrible video game movie, and you're like, the guy from Das Boot is in this video game movie. Then another one from IndiePix, we have Pilgrimage, the Voyages of FERNAO, MENDES, PINTO. This was an official entry from Portugal for Best Foreign Language Film in the 91st Academy Awards. So we have Pilgrimage there. And over a span of 20 years, 16th century Portuguese explorer FERNAO Mendes Pinto lived a life of unparalleled adventure while traveling across the continent of Asia as a soldier, merchant, diplomat, pirate, and missionary. Shipwrecked and taken prisoner numerous times, he was one of the first Europeans to visit Japan and was even sentenced to a year of hard labor on the Great Wall of China. So again, probably not a lot of laughs in this one, but it sounds kind of epic. So that's interesting. That is from 2017, 108 minutes. Portuguese with English subtitles. That is Pilgrimage, coming soon from IndiePix. And then we dig into the box I got from MVD. Now, MVD is who I work with for the most part to get my review discs, but I basically the way this works, little inside info, I did a horror host show for many years called Saturday Fright Special, and it's still playing around the country. And we used to do giveaways on that show, and in doing that, we hooked up with a lot of cool video companies. Saturday Fright Special stopped being produced, but I started doing Cinemaniacs not long after that, which is technically what this sort of is. And I tapped those same resources to get review discs and review screener links, of which what I talk about all the time. And the company that delivers the most, and it has become this amazing company that is like an umbrella, the Umbrella Corporation, they're not involved with Resident Evil, but they are the company that handles promotion and distribution for a ton of my favorite indie video labels that you hear me talk about. They do Arrow, they do their own MVD stuff, they do Troma, they do Full Moon, they do Blue Underground, they do 88 Films, they do Severin. It's really pretty incredible. So once in a great while, I will get a box like I'm about to show you of goodies from MVD. There you go. And it's like, as I said, it's like a little Christmas. So together, we're going to delve into this box that I really haven't looked at yet. So we'll get through the least interestingly packaged stuff. So I love Arrow Video. I do a lot of Arrow Video reviews. Arrow Video has amazing packaging, but they are one of the companies that the copies I get are what we call screener copies. So they look like this. So they're really not much. That's why I don't usually do these videos for the Arrow stuff, because there's nothing really to see here. But I can tell you what I got, what I'm going to talk about. BLACKHAT, which I don't know a lot about. I don't even remember if I saw this before. I want to say it was a Michael Mann movie, and I want to say it had a Hemsworth in it, but I could be wrong. About internet spies, and again, I don't know. I haven't seen it. 4K UHD version of that is coming from Arrow, so you'll hear me talking about that. A regular Blu-ray coming from Arrow. A lot of times they'll put the set will be 4K and regular Blu-ray, so if you don't have 4K, you've got the Blu-ray there, and if you ever do get a 4K, hey, I've already got a 4K copy. And sometimes on some of these sets, the Blu-ray will have different extras from the 4K. The majority of the disc, bitrate, and data space will be allotted to a great-looking copy of the movie and some extras, and the Blu-ray will have just the regular HD extras. Hand of Death. Why am I showing you? There's nothing to see. There's nothing to see here. Move right along. Hand of Death. That's what it looks like when I get them. Is I believe a martial arts film. I want to say John Woo had something to do with that, but I could be wrong. I've never seen it. And then we have the UK. Why am I showing you? Well, anyway, just to have something to hold of, the 4K UHD version of The Last Starfighter, a movie that I've not seen as much as a lot of people. I remember when Last Starfighter came out, and for some reason at the time as a kid, I had a little chip on my shoulder about anything that I construed to be a ripoff, and I'm like, it's just a Star Wars ripoff. Later, I caught up with it on cable, and it was really fun. I was given a regular Blu-ray edition of this to review from Arrow quite a while ago, and I never got around to it because I was very busy. So the official Arrow review of the Arrow release of Last Starfighter will be for this 4K edition coming soon. Now we have, from director Sam Peckinpah, Noon Wine, starring Jason Robards, Olivia de Havilland, and Theodore Bickel. Directed and written by Sam Peckinpah. This was done for TV. This is a film. I saw this on the MVD. There's an internal site that I see for MVD where I see their upcoming releases, and I can choose to say, give me that, or not. And I saw this and I was very intrigued. I love TV movies are like the last frontier because a lot of them never got released on video, or maybe they got a videotape release in the early days of home video when all these companies were hungry to just put out anything. But companies like, this is Liberation Hall. Liberation Hall, Kino's been putting out a lot of Blu-rays of old TV movies, and a lot of them are really good, and they have really good people in them. They were directed by people who did theatrical films, but for whatever reason, they've just kind of fallen off the map, and it's nice to see more and more of these getting released. So this information here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Sorry, this is my reaction as I go. Royal Earl Thompson's 1890s dairy farm is located in southern Texas, is failing due to part of his own laziness. His wife, Ellie, and 2 small sons help the best I can, but it's not enough. It looks like it is a tale of trouble down on the farm. Now, what I was saying was this originally aired in 1966, November 23rd, 1966. And this might have been shot on video. I can't tell. These screen grabs almost make it look like that, which to me is interesting because you get sometimes actors that you only ever saw on film. And to me, video feels a little bit closer to real life. So it's interesting. Sometimes it doesn't work narratively and sometimes it does, but it gives it an interesting vibe. And from these screenshots, it kind of looks like this might have been shot on video. It's 59 minutes, so that's probably another reason this never had a video release, is that it wasn't a movie. It was like a TV special or an installment of a TV series or something. So what it says here is you have 2 versions on this one disc. So you get as originally broadcast and commercial free, which gets me excited because if this means this is a TV broadcast from 1966 with the original commercials, that makes me excited. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for old products. I'm a sucker for as it aired on TV. So that's really cool. Special thanks to the UCLA Library Film and TV Archive. It's 4x3 as it should be. This is a DVD and it is in color. So yeah, Noon Wine. Very, very interested in that. And thankful that it's only an hour because some of these discs that I have to watch take me the better part of a day or two to get through because I watch all the extras so I can talk about them in the reviews. And when you get something like this next set, it is a race to review it by street date. From 88 Films, this is the In the Line of Duty 1 through 4 box set on Blu-ray. This is really impressive. This is Michelle Yeoh. This is Donnie. I'm like laughing because this is insane. In these films, you get Michelle Yeoh, you get Cynthia Rothrock doing like outstanding early Hong Kong style kung fu. You get Donnie Yen. Let me just read quickly from the back of the box. There you go, a little something for you to look at while I read. 4 classic police stories from the golden age of Hong Kong action where the women kick ass as hard as any man. Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock star as the toughest cops on the streets using fists, feet, and guns to take down triads, thieves, and international criminals. Easily the equal of any American action movies from the same era. I say better. The In the Line of Duty series are enduring proof of the genius and recklessness of Hong Kong filmmakers. 88 Films are proud to do their bit for Law & Order with beautiful restorations of these 4 landmark movies. So the movies are Royal Warriors, a.k.a. the first In the Line of Duty. Yes, Madam, which I've seen theatrically happily, a.k.a. In the Line of Duty 2, In the Line of Duty 3, and In the Line of Duty 4. And I'm not going to get into all the extras, but do you want me to? Okay, sure, why not? The extras include new restorations of everything, 1:8:5 aspect ratio, new artwork, 100-page book featuring interviews with people, reversible sleeves on all of them. We get Cantonese mono for Royal Warriors In the Line of Duty, Cantonese mono theatrical mix, 2.0 alternate mix. Yeah, if I could only talk. 2.0 classic English dub, which is nice because sometimes they do new ones and they're not as good as the old ones. Audio commentary by Hong Kong film expert Frank Zheng, who's on a lot of these and is great. Newly translated English subtitles, thank you. Audio commentary by, I already said that. Missing airplane inserts, Cantonese trailer, English in the line of duty titles. For Yes Madam in line of duty 2, you get Hong Kong cut featuring Cantonese theatrical mix, mono Cantonese home video mix, mono original effects in 5.1, new English dub, export version with classic English dub, audio commentary by Frank Zheng, interview with Cynthia Rothrock, who's very cool, select scene commentary with Cynthia Rothrock and Frank Zheng, interview with Mang Hoi, archive interview with Michelle Yeoh, archive Battling Babes featurette, Hong Kong trailer. In the line of duty 3, 2.0 Cantonese mono with English subtitles and 2.0 English mono audio commentary with Frank Zheng and Michael Worth, interview with John Sham by Frederick Ambrose, sorry if I mispronounced that, Hong Kong trailer, English trailers, English credits. In the line of duty 4, Hong Kong cut featuring 2.0 Cantonese mono with English subtitles and 2.0 English mono, export version of the film with classic English dub, audio commentary with Frank Zheng and Michael Worth for the HK cut, audio commentary by Hong Kong expert Stephen Hammond and lead actor Michael Wong, who was in a lot of stuff in that era, archive interview with Donnie Yen, Hong Kong trailer, English trailer. Yeah, very, very excited to be able to talk to you guys about this as soon as I can get that in my player. And if that wasn't all, there's only 2 more titles here. It's a long video, but there's only 2 more. One of the greatest Hong Kong movies ever, one of the greatest action movies ever, one of the greatest Jackie Chan movies ever. It is Police Story 3 Super Cop on 4K from 88 Films. Yeah. So Criterion put out Police Story and Police Story 2. So you can get your HD. I don't know if it was 4K. I don't know if I have that yet, but you can get those. And then 88 is stepping up with this release. So there's also another company I'm seeing in my Facebook feed that is a UK-based company that has, I think, all 3 of the Police Story films as a box set. So I'm not sure how these compare. I'm only going to be talking about this one. So Police Story 3, if you've never seen it, 3rd film in the Police Story series, thus the number 3. Paired Michelle Yeoh with Jackie Chan. She's amazing. It's the movie that a lot of us first really found out who Michelle Yeoh was, even though she'd been making movies for several years before this. And it's just amazing. And it was released in the U.S. by Miramax, I believe. Once Rumble in the Bronx came out from New Line and was a big hit in the mid-'90s, Jackie Chan stuff, suddenly people knew who he was at long last. The general public, more people knew who he was. And they started re-releasing a lot of his films from a few years earlier with new dubs, usually with him dubbing his own voice, and edits, unfortunately. They changed the music and they would, make the movies better by cutting them down. So it's nice to get a copy here in this country that is not messed up, because I want to say even the Criterion Laserdisc that came out of Super Cop was the US version of it. So let me just tell you what's on this. So limited edition slipcase with brand new artwork from Sean Longmore. Oops, this is where I give away that I'm using a ring light. Double-sided fold-out poster, 6 replica lobby cards, 80-page perfect bound book featuring an interview with John Wakefield and new writing on the film by C.J. Lyons and selected archive materials. Inner sleeve featuring Hong Kong poster artwork. Features on the discs. 4K UHD presentation of the Hong Kong cut, 96 minutes in the original 2.351. Aspect ratio with Dolby Vision encoding. Cantonese language options include the Dolby Atmos Cantonese 1.0, mono, Cantonese 2.0 home video mix with newly translated subtitles and SDH on the Hong Kong cut. English mono dub on the Hong Kong cut. 4K presentation of the international US cut, which was 91 minutes. That's 5 minutes shorter than the original. And with English 5.1 and Cantonese mono with English subtitles and SDH. Audio commentary by Frank Zheng, Flying High, Jackie Chan. These are extras, bonus features. Dancing with Death, Michelle Yeoh, The Stuntmaster General, Stanley Tong, The Fall Guy, Ken Lo, Stanley Tong interview from 2004, outtakes and behind the scenes, Hong Kong trailer, English trailer, US TV spots, 7, US theatrical trailer, US teaser trailer, Japanese teaser trailer, US video screener promo, Guy LaRoche 1984 commercial with Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh, which I believe, now that I hear that, is when they first met. She was a beauty queen at the time. I don't think she'd made any movies at that time, and she worked with Jackie Chan, and then later they got to work together again on this. And then there was a sequel to this movie called, what was it called? Project S, I want to say. I don't remember the exact title. I don't know that it has gotten maybe it got a US video release here, but basically it's the Michelle Yeoh character in an action movie that Jackie Chan makes a very brief appearance in drag. And then finally, I throw the box away in a cavalier style, only to quickly pick it up as soon as I hit stop. Radiance Films. Radiance Films is a new label I've been getting discs from. They are started by somebody who used to work for Arrow. And if you remember Arrow Academy, which was an offshoot of Arrow, where they were very much more artistic, somewhat more contemporary things than Arrow was putting out. This Radiance Films is run by this person who split off from Arrow, and is sort of continuing more in that vein. It's all older, well, to us, foreign films that, to my knowledge, are movies I'd never heard of, and maybe never got a really good video release here. So what we have is, and I like that they do like the Japanese obi strip style thing here. It makes it a pain to try to store it afterwards because, you know, where do you stick it? I'm sure people have some suggestions on where I can stick it. But so I will read to you from the front. World Blu-ray premiere. This was it's Marcello Mastroianni, Jacqueline Bisset and Jean-Louis Trintignant, The Sunday Woman, a film by Luigi Comencini, and a high society wife, Bisset, and her gay friend, Trintignant, are the key suspects in a murder with Commissioner Santamaria, that's Mastroianni, investigating closely. It's a murder mystery worthy of Agatha Christie. The Sunday Woman is also a sharp critique of Turin's upper crust, deftly handled by master cinematographer. It says director, but let's just throw cinematographer in there. Luigi Comencini. Archival interviews with Trintignant, DP, director of photography, Luciano Tavalli, new interviews with Giacomo Scarpelli and Richard Dyer, and a booklet with new and archival writing on the film and a reversible sleeve, limited to 2,000 copies. That's The Sunday Woman. And it's got pictures on the back that it looks vaguely, well, you know. So that's what I just got in. And as I get more than a couple, I'm not going to do one of these if I get like one disc. But when I have a few, I'll share because people seem to like these. And as I said, if you look at the bottom under all the words that are under this, my mug here, in the notes on YouTube, there will be links to purchase these and links for street dates because I didn't want to. They give me papers for all this stuff, but you don't want to see me reading papers. You barely want to see me reading the back of a box. So anyway, until next time, I am Mark. I am the Cinemaniac, and I will see you right here on YouTube.